ding 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 ding. Do 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 do. Yegs and bacon, gonna see what's shaking, 'cause there ain't no faking here on Yegs and Bacon. Yegs and Bacon.
Hi.
Hey, who's super jazzed from the day?
Yay, who's not exhausted from anxiety?
Anxiety. I barely know it.
You tried. You tried.
Yeah, this ear's starting to get real red, this one here.
Oh, yeah?
It's heating up. It's heating up bad.
No, yeah, it is.
Cold.
Yeah, Brandon has this weird thing where only one of his ears gets warm.
Yeah.
For reasons?
Yeah, just like I got like a little heater on the side of my head.
Mm.
It's fun and interesting. So hi everybody.
Hi.
Y'all might have watched or heard about all the announcements at 4:30. By all the announcements, I mean nothing actually changing really at all. At 4:30 today, we're still allowed to have the same amount of people in our store as per restrictions, mainly because we were trying to keep it limited to around 5. I think that's going to be a stricter thing for us going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just basically like a parent shows up and is just like, hey, I don't want to do this, right? This isn't me. This is you. And you guys need to be responsible because we're not taking care of you. Okay? Like, you need to take care of you.
You need to specify that you think that's the government.
Oh, yeah, that's the government.
Yeah.
That's Kenneth. That's Jasaniel.
Kenneth. I like it.
Kenneth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having a fun old time doing nothing. Now, a couple things about kind of the restrictions and stuff and how they apply to us. Like I said, generally they don't. However, we actually got and I want to preface this with, it was very cordial and we were all like chill. It was more of a check-in from AHS and OHS, which are the two governing bodies who are enforcing the restrictions for all the COVID times.
Yeah, so they were going around our neighborhood because it sounds like it's a high transmission area, which is awful. And they were going around all the businesses. So
yeah,
it's not just us. I really, really, really want to specify that.
Now, from the sounds of it, when I was talking with some folks from the business district today, Edmonton is the high region that they're actually talking about when they're going around. So they're actually going around places in Edmonton.
Yep.
And they stopped by. They asked us what some of our various protocols were. They offered some suggestions on how we could better protect you and ourselves, and went over some other protocol things, sort of like some what-if scenarios. And one of the main ones was, okay, so one of you catches COVID. How do you react to that? And we're like, oh, well, basically we're shutting the store down for 2 weeks. And they're like, that's the correct answer. So with that in mind, and with the clear implication that we put out there that we don't think the restrictions that were announced today are really going to accomplish anything. We are going to take some initiative. Now, what that's going to amount to is an encouragement in the immediate future for folks to push more into curbside and in-city delivery. We're going to up our in-city delivery days. Right now we're doing 2. We'll probably up to 3, and if there's a full shutdown, we'll be doing 4. Just to get y'all your books and to keep you safe and to keep us safe. Because if you're safe, we're safe. The business doesn't have to shut down for reasons of us getting sick, which would mean like a full, complete shutdown and not curbside and deliveries. Like we just wouldn't be able to do anything for 2 weeks.
No. Which as a small business is very, very harmful.
Yeah. So we wanted to say a lot of that stuff right at the top because I also hate it when you're listening to a news program. They're like, a childhood toy might be killing your children. We'll tell you what it is after the break. Like, that was not going to be this one. Be like, hey, we're going to talk about all this wild stuff, but first we're going to talk about comic books. Enjoy and wait.
Yeah.
Oh, the waiting today was the worst.
I didn't like it.
No.
My anxiety is at an all-time high, and that did not help. It was anticlimactic, to be honest.
And the video, they were what, 20 minutes late starting it. And I mean, like, good on them for springing for the bonus streaming package that has public domain music on it. Really fun.
Wash your hands. Stay 6 feet away. I don't know.
That was good times. Had fun waiting for that.
Yes, fun.
So thanks everybody. You will be noting some changes to what we're doing in the store, and how we're handling folks and people. From now on, you'll pretty much have to knock to gain entry. That's a safety protocol that we really want. So, yeah, just trying to keep you safe, trying to keep us safe. And honestly, if the government's not really going to take the lead, then it falls to businesses like ours.
Yeah, personal responsibility. We've heard that lately.
Yeah, and I'm going to say it right now. If we institute our protocols, encouraging people, and there's going to be messaging going out to everybody, encouraging people for curbside, if at all possible, delivery, if at all possible. If you really, really want to browse, it's quick and you're not touching anything. You're sanitizing when you come in the door.
And if you pick it up, if you touch it, you're buying it.
Yeah. And if you want to more browse it, you ask us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, can I take a look inside of this? We'll come over.
Yeah, we'll be
help
the only
you look
ones
inside
touching the merchandise.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It's just keeping everybody safe. And I'm gonna say it straight out. If everything goes well and we don't get stricter restrictions from Father Nathaniel, I will say I will call it a win for us because we did it, not him. And if things screw up, that's on them for not doing enough.
No.
So
it sounds like our government.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So we're the best. They suck. And we're going to keep you safe. And yeah, it's going to be fun times.
Yeah, because we still want to be here after December, all of us. And we don't want to have to shut down the business for 2 weeks. So if you feel sick at all, please don't come in. Yeah. We love you and we want you to be okay. But we also will come to you. We will put stuff on your porch and we will not come near you when you are sick. Because if one of us goes down, the entire business goes down for 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's not like curbside or anything. It's just like nothing. We can't even pick up our product. So that will be fun too afterwards. Mm-hmm.
I've got a question from Devin. Will you be offering any shipping for us out of towners? Absolutely, yeah. Yes. Please just get into contact with us. I know most of our viewers are in town in Edmonton right now, but we do ship all over Canada. Mm-hmm. So even if you're if you're buying for yourself or you're buying a Christmas gift for someone else, we can mail it to them.
And we'll work out better shipping rates for everybody during these times. It's the least we can do, and it's something that we can afford.
Yeah, and
Like
that's a max.
we'll basically be covering, but yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, Margaret says, I get my comics mailed to me all the time. Yes. So we love sending out your comics every month.
And Nielsen Pakalis, he says, I'm a mail pull and it works good. So
yeah. So we're happy to do it. Even if you're in Edmonton, it's okay.
Mhm.
You can get stuff mailed to you.
Yep. Yeah, if you're not comfortable with me doing the delivery, we do take our precautions, and we do have a tap device that we can kind of bring everywhere, so that nobody needs to touch money
anything.
or anything.
Yeah, it's all through space and time and science.
Exactly. My arms are really long, as you can see here. Oh my goodness. But look, my hand's right here. You can pay. And I'm still like way back here. So you'll be okay.
Yeah. So we can take precautions. A lot of our clients have like a place on their porch. There's the mailbox. They have sometimes like a rubber tub that we can just put the books in and they'll grab it later. It's all possible. Literally just let us know, because there's definitely some clients. I am going to be calling some folks, but that's just part of business. So it's...
There's some fun comments going through.
Oh my God. Sorry. I'm not putting that one on screen, but Jason, you're in so much trouble right now.
Sir.
Oh, I actually needed that. Thank you.
And Mike says, hire Klaus to do your deliveries, sir. His name is Hans Gruber Anderson, and he is self-isolating.
Ah.
Okay?
Yeah.
His craft is very important to him, and he does not want his craft to be interrupted by illness. So he's been self-isolating, but he has agreed to pop in. Was it next week?
I believe so.
It sounds as though he's going to be calling in here next week. I'm hoping that I get to see him because next week I've got a meeting scheduled too. It's going to be really tight. We're going to try and like go through it really fast.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can be here when Hans Gruber Anderson is here. He's very particular about that.
Yeah.
So that'll be next week. And but we do have a horrible idea about delivering if someone has a Christmas present that they're buying for someone in their house. We will disguise it, and I will be disguised too, but not in a good disguise. It will be myself wearing a mask with a mustache glued to the mask. So as no one to suspect a thing.
Yes.
The mask will also say variant edition on it, and it'll be half covered by the mustache. But so if you want a terrible disguise delivery,
yes,
that is an option.
Yeah, we've already done some early Christmas deliveries. No names because we don't want to ruin the surprise, but we know some people are going to get some sweet, sweet books this Christmas.
So yeah, that's our piece. We're going to be more careful so that it's gonna work out for everybody. Everybody is gonna play it safe, or else they're frankly not allowed in our store.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a jerk, you kind of weren't allowed in there already. But now we're just gonna make a bigger deal about it. Okay, I've got to put, gosh, there's so much. I don't even know where to start. Matt says to distract from the beard.
Yeah. If you're wearing the mustache, it really distracts from the rest of your facial hair.
Mike says Brandon's variant cover. Yes. Kate says that's mustachular. I love it. Thank you.
All right.
And Eric says no yawning, and I'm ignoring him. I can't.
That's some other news. We're actually looking into some alternative streaming things that are gonna have a sounds. They're gonna have sounds, and I'm very excited.
I already hate it.
It's gonna be so fun.
No, Eric and I guess everybody else. Yes, I am rude. Thank you. I have been having so much trouble sleeping lately. Some really bad insomnia, and my sleeping hours are just junk. So, and also my anxiety has been like a 12 today with the announcement, and then it wasn't an announcement. So,
super nothing of an announcement. It was basically like, hey, remember when we said like keep gatherings small at home? Well, you're not allowed to do them. So of course the people who've been doing these kind of gatherings and stuff are gonna stop, right? Like, cause
yeah. So it was a huge difference from like schools and stuff, but for retail, it's really not much different as to what we're doing. We're just gonna go back to locking the doors and only letting a couple people in. Oh, hello! We've got a quarter of the Nerd Crusade here. Hello, hello.
Oh, that reminds me. Oh, I should have put up the image. I might actually try and do this. The camera's not going to go anywhere, so keep talking like it's regular.
I'm going to keep talking like it's regular.
Keep it on the flip flop, baby.
Sure. So I just wanted. I mean, it's no excuse, and I know I'm not the only one. I don't think I'm special, but my sleeping, it's no good. There's no sleep. There's no sleep. So I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I'll try not to yawn, but honestly, every time I sit down, if I sit down, I stop moving. I'm kind of like a shark. When you're a business owner, you have to be like a shark, because if you stop moving, you die. And usually it's you die or the business dies. That doesn't help. That just makes me want to hit you. And
I know. He just said that. So I was actually doing it to Eric. He was yawning.
All right. Well, anyway, so heads up, I am not at my best and probably haven't been for a very long time. So those who have been coming into the store definitely haven't been seeing me at my top.
I will also say that Neil says, so glad you're not closing. Couldn't take a couple months with no books again. I will do a mild correction to that. We were never closed. We were always shipping books. We were always doing curbside and
we just couldn't let anyone
deliveries,
in the store.
And Diamond stopped shipping. So your anxieties is with Diamond, my friend, because we were still getting some books in the interim, which was pretty cool.
And now we have even more distributors. So the book market will not stop. Even if Diamond does stop again, the book market will not stop. So if single issues do take another pause, like they did in the spring, we will still get you trades, collections, hardcovers. We can get you prose novels. It's there. We're there. So, and if you think that we can't get you something because it's not a comic, try us.
Prose,
Ask.
Do it up.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of the Nerd Crusade, I wanted to pop this baby up, because we're going to be somewhat live streaming, well, I guess live streaming, with them this Saturday. Ooh. So here's some information. I'm going to be on from 3:30 to question mark, like before 4:30.
Midnight. No.
Yeah. While the store's open. So I will say that if like something wild happens, I might have to pop out for a little bit. But you know, that's the fun of doing it live. I was also going to pull up the information on where the live stream is, but I believe it's twitch.tv/Nerd Crusade. And if I am wrong, please correct me. That would be super radical. And yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good thing for charity and get to talk comics. And I've been told that I will be playing Pick 3.
Oh, I love Pick 3. We haven't played that in a while.
Yeah, Pick 3 is our game where we ask somebody to give us the names of 3 of anything, TVs, books, movies. If we're not familiar with the television show or the book, all we ask is the time to be able to look it up and kind of get the feel of what it is and then kind of go from there. And it sounds like I was correct with the address. So twitch.tv/nerdcrusade.
Yay.
They do a great streaming show on, I believe, Thursday evenings. We participated in the comments of one of them. It was so much fun.
It was. They go over to like everything pop culture, which
Yeah.
we don't have time to even look outside of our dumb comics bubble to actually experience other pop culture. So it was really nice to kind of check in with, the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And they're hilarious, honestly. I love listening to them.
Had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right.
Yeah, we should get started. Because I'm going to yawn again. Oh, no. I'm just going to... Oh, sorry. Was that actually
my
pulling?
chilly ear?
I'm sorry. All right. First up, this is... Oh, it's not even alphabetical anymore. I just kind of threw it in the pile. We're starting off with the number ones. We've got... I'm going to yawn again. Sorry.
You got this.
Sorry. We've got Black of Heart. It is a detective story based in 1949 about a serial killer who goes around in a taxi and kills people. So
I don't know if people know this, but that's a bad thing.
Yeah, don't kill people.
Don't kill people. Don't go around in taxis killing people. Don't go around killing people.
Just, yeah.
It's bad. And it's bad for you.
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to.
I Walk with Monsters is a new book from Vault's Nightfall line. So it's their horror line. It's written by Paul Cornell, who is one of my absolute favorite writers. And it has art from Sally Cantarino. Just a wonderful, creepy book that Danica actually knows more about than I do.
have read.
Whoa! Sorry,
I'm just doing some research for a question. Just one sec. But I mean, continue. This is something completely different.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's a good spook. What's it about though?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
King in Black starts on the 1st of December.
Thank you. Sorry. Okay, so it is about 2 characters. The main character, she's looking for her brother, and she has met up with this other main character. I forget their names. Oh, I know, right? And it's so he turns into a monster. So they're looking for her brother, but in the process are also murdering dudes who take advantage of the vulnerable and are awful, awful humans. So it's kind of a cathartic.
Man, I'm gonna absolutely dig that when it's happening. Hey, do you like kaiju heists? That's really all I'm gonna tell you about this book. Kaiju heists. That's all you really need to know about this book. Kaiju heists. Heists and kaijus. It's what you want. It's what you need. And it's what you'll get.
Oh, okay.
If you want it.
Well, yeah. If you don't want it, we're not going to sell you kaiju heists. And also, no, I'm kidding. I don't heck on people's tastes. If you don't like it, that's okay.
What's really funny is I just started yelling kaiju heists randomly, and Danica's notes says kaiju heist.
No, I said my short form description was kaiju heist risks. That's a question mark.
I like that.
That was my crappy notes. I'm actually trying to make notes about the ones that I don't know about before the show. Would you imagine? Just like an ounce of professionalism. Barely got it. Oh, that is a fair and valid question, Alan. Is this kaijus doing heists or people heisting kaijus?
You'll have to read. No, I'm kidding.
No, I think they use kaijus to do the heists, but the people are involved. I believe.
Yeah, so it's a lot of utilizing kaiju attacks for heists, but sort of like pushing times and places.
Cool.
Yeah.
Moving on. So Monstrous Talk Stories. It's a two-parter, so it's in between. It's kind of leading us into the next arc of Monstrous, which will be in January. Anyway, so if you're getting Monstrous, you're going to get this. And if you're not, and you're like, hey, I want to check out Monstrous, you could try that. I don't know.
From the sounds of it, in the game of Risk, there's kaijus, but they're called something else.
The game of... Oh.
Kamchatka.
Well, you made that much harder than it needed to be. Matcha. Yeah.
I'm excited for the Perhaps-Nots to be back. It's basically cryptids who sell cryptid crimes. This is a bit of a throwback to some stuff that has come out before, but they're doing it live. They're doing it again, and Perhaps-Nots was one of my favorite books from back in ye olden days. And it looks like there's a whole bunch of new stuff in here in addition to some of the older bits. So very excited for Perhaps-Nots to be back.
Yes.
Oh, and also it's an easy jump in book that you don't need to know anything.
I'm good. Okay. Next up is Power Pack is back, written by Ryan North, so it's going to be pretty dang funny. If you don't know him, he's the guy who got stuck in a hole for a day.
With his doggo.
Yeah, with his doggo. He got stuck in a pool, an empty pool. No writing credits to tell you about, but he got stuck in a hole on Twitter.
He got stuck in a hole once on Twitter.
I'm just kidding. He wrote Squirrel Girl.
Ryan North Hole. That's a fun Google. Make sure your safe search is on. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
It doesn't matter if it's on or not.
Anyway, yeah, really I've got like nothing to say about Power Pack because I don't know too much about them, but I mean
these kids.
Yeah, it's like a kid team and it's done by Ryan North, so I think it's gonna be kind of a fun romp.
One of them was dating Carolina from the Runaways, and then they broke up.
Yeah,
they
that
did
was
a broke
sad.
up.
Yeah, it was what's her
Julie.
face? This one.
Yeah, Julie.
Yeah. So rock on. Anyway, I'm so good tonight.
I'm excited for the new creative team on Red Hood. It's basically a first issue. Sean Martinborough, you might actually know as the artist on that one book, Thief of Thieves, with Robert Kirkman. And this book definitely refocuses the book on a specific neighborhood in Gotham and does a more focus on the Black experience and how a community will take care of each other during horrible things like, say, the Joker War, and how they can't trust, say, the municipal government or anybody to help them out specifically during bad things that happen. I really enjoyed reading this.
Ooh. All right. Next up is a new Witcher miniseries. So that's
Throw a coin to your Witcher.
No, that's not. Whatever.
Throw some coins at your Witcher. Make him do a ditty. Make him do a ditty.
Shut up, Bard. Anyway, next up,
some Usagi Yujimbo reprints. This time in full color for the first time ever, and with a swanky Peach Momoko cover. It looks like she's going to be doing all the covers for this run of Usagi Yujimbo, which is really cool.
All right, Neil, you're gonna have to let me know how many issues, which one that was about.
Yeah.
Sorry, time lag. And then the next up is the latest death metal one-shot, The Multiverse Who Laughs.
It's a big multiverse book.
You can't say anything nice. Just look at the cover. I'm
It's
just
a good
kidding.
book.
I don't. It's probably good. I just don't care.
It's got a whole bunch of random stuff in it, including the world where all of the pets are mean.
The pets?
All the pets.
Oh yeah. I don't want mean pets.
Mean pets. That's what you're gonna get.
Make me
Also, Robin
sad.
King's in it. Everybody loves Robin King.
Oh yeah,
Um,
the super pets in the super threats.
Yeah.
That's a good title.
The Witcher is going to be a 4-issue miniseries.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be good.
Neil Sif.
It's going to be good.
Mm.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Those
Oh,
are
that's so cool. Saladin Ahmed writes Green Arrow and Green Lantern story.
see good stuff.
Ah, man, I'm gonna read this now.
You can read it. So
I shouldn't have opened it. Curses, I say. All right.
I shouldn't have looked deeper into the product we sell.
That's,
This is outrageous.
that's just no, sir. That will not do. All right. And yeah, Sean, you are 100% right. Actually, I think we're not far off of having a week where every cover of every new book is a Peach Momoko.
It might have happened up until she signed her exclusive for Marvel.
Yeah, she is everywhere. This week, Usagi. Last week was the Doctor Who #1. Yeah, it's just all going to be Marvel now. Which
She's got 2 X-Men covers this week.
oh yeah, X-Men, and then she had
X-Men.
some really beautiful ones for Horizon New Dawn.
Yeah, that's
Those were gorgeous.
Mhm.
Oh my god. And her Excalibur one, like, I die. Love it. So, all right. So now I'm going to go through the number 2s and 3s. And then we're going to talk about local comic shop dates.
which we're
stuff,
participating in because they changed how they do it.
which we'll talk about after that.
Yeah.
Because I know you want to launch into it. So, okay, let's start with the 2s. Yeah, most of these are 2s. It's really only. We have Marvel,
Yeah,
#2.
the comic
from
called Marvel.
Yes.
It's great to search in any database. Just really, it's great to search in Google to look for this in particular. It is actually a phenomenal series.
it's good, but I don't like searching for it.
Yeah, it's basically Eric Powell curating a bunch of artists where he does framing stories and does an anthology style. So like this one has Dan Brereton of Nocturnals. It's got Eric Powell of The Goon, and it's got Paulo Rivera of Being Rad and starting off the Mark Waid Daredevil run,
All right. Okay.
amongst others.
Sorry, I thought it was like mid-sentence. Anyway.
Amongst the others.
Andrew says, the one true Andrew says, I sense sarcasm. And you know what, Andrew? You're right.
How dare you, sir, suggest such a thing?
That's my base level is sarcasm. It takes a lot for me to be like genuine, authentic. So I'm always like sassy.
Mike says Steve Darnell. Yes, that is a name on the back of
Oh, yes. Sorry. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to answer that right now. We actually do. Chris, we have copies of Paying the Land back in.
As of today, actually.
Yeah, I just opened that box today. So good timing on your part. So please send like a Facebook message, if you don't mind, just so I can answer you there.
And we'll get that happening for reals.
Yeah, we'll get you rolling. All right. Next up is Marvel Action Chillers. It's a little belated for Halloween, but it's very good. It'll be a 4-parter, and Iron Man has gone missing, and Ironheart and Doctor Strange have to team up and find him. It's going to be great.
Unbeatable Wasp is going to be there. It's going to be rad because Jeremy Whitley's doing it. It's so much fun.
Awesome. All right, Scumbag #2.
This dude is the worst human being.
He is a scumbag.
Just, oh my goodness. It's not false advertising. And basically he is the world's last hope to save us due to some mishap with his heroin, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good times.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a new Rick Remender. And if any of that sounds, it's, what was I describing it as? It was like, it's as good though Garth Ennis wrote.
Oh no, I forgot it. We should have written this down. It was so good.
It worked out nicely.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was if Garth Ennis wrote The Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Such a weird thing. Oh, that's awesome, Chris. Cool. Thank you. Oh, yay. Folks are talking about us.
I love it.
All right. Issue 2 of a Sympathy for No Devils. It is a magic realist detective story. It's very odd. I don't quite have a handle on it yet, but that doesn't mean a bad.
It's kind of a luck and coincidence, but also crime solving and monsters, maybe?
Yeah.
Creatures?
I'm gonna dig into issue 2 tonight. Austin, yes.
And we will recap it at the end of the show too. We even put up a thinger.
Yeah, we have a feature.
That was sent, which I appreciate. Thank you.
All right, issue 2 of Werewolf by Night.
He's a werewolf.
He's a werewolf by night, but not day. So check it out.
This one actually has some good Indigenous representation for folks who really enjoyed the Indigenous voices. This has a couple of writers from that. Actually, the writers who are doing the afterword, they're doing this Werewolf by Night book, and they're actually going to be doing an Indigenous ghostwriter book in the new year.
Hooray! And last but not least, issue 3 of Department of Truth.
One of my absolute favorites.
It's still heckin' good. I mean, we've got issues of 1 and 2, so if you have been slow to react on that, talk to us. All right. Next up, just to move it along, because I don't want to waste your entire nights.
It's a long one.
Local comic shop day.
Yeah.
Now, years past, we have not participated because
loudly so.
Yes, because we have felt that a majority of the items were exclusive.
Yeah.
And it was very gatekeepy and not at all cool.
No. They would very, very hard limit certain books so that a store would only be able to get in 1 or 2. They would require payment to participate in the event. They would basically push it all around these hard to get objects that were basically the story with a different cover. This year, everything was open to order. And that changes things to being an event focused on, oh, you're collecting these things, to, oh, we're going to actually kind of spread this out and get more folks reading. So that's awesome. One of the, we're going to show you all of them very quickly. There's a Spawn cover that's actually very much close to the B cover that had all the creators, except this has most of the retailers participating in in local comic shop day on here. We're not on there.
Oh, they only did the States?
No, but I could see why we might not be, especially given our past being very loud about not participating in local comic shop day. We might have been forgotten, deliberately, maybe. We also got some friggin' shinies, folks.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So we've got Something is Killing the Children #1. Shiny.
Girl. Got some Peach Momoko Power Rangers and Mighty Morphin. You know how the show would be like, Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin, in that exact order. Boom. Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin.
Sorry. Max attacked the couch for a little bit. I don't know. We've also got the Monsters Talk Stories cover.
The cover to Witcher. This was actually more of a regular one that they put the logo, but comma either forgot that this was going to be their local comic shop day cover. Anyways, got it.
Yes. We have Invincible #1 with a gold logo.
And finally, another reprint of Ice Cream Man #20, the Dr. Seuss issue, with some green eggs and ham, except it's an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm all for the shiny if everyone can have it.
Absolutely. And thank you for the requests and for putting the names of the products in there. That helps us out, especially with lag, especially when we're going through afterwards. Being able to like pick out the names specifically helps out a lot. I can tell all of you right now, the requests so far, yes to all of them.
Yes.
We have the product for it, so.
All right. So next up, I've got Books.
Graphic novels.
Lots of them.
Schmancy.
All right, let's start here.
I'm excited for the first original graphic novel from Terry Moore, the dude what is behind Strangers in Paradise, Echo, Rachel Rising, Motor Girl, and 5 years, the big mega crossover thing that happened. His new story here. Ever is a savvy 17-year-old when she meets Timothy, a charmed angel who reveals she will fulfill an ancient prophecy on her next birthday. In shocking detail, Timothy tells Ever what really happened in the Garden of Eden and why it's Ever's responsibility to set things right by sacrificing herself to the beast guarding the fallen angels in the pit of darkness.
Oh no.
Anywho,
Oh no.
it's gonna be freaking wild, and it's gonna be something that I do a quick read of tonight.
I bet your 18th birthday wasn't that scary.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up is the latest from the Limerence Press. Sorry. It's called Cheater Code, and it is an erotic graphic novel. So please be aware, it looks like an all-ages book. It is not.
It is not.
Page 1.
Page 1.
Okay.
You're gonna see some dicks.
Yes. Consensual dicks.
Yeah.
So it is. Kennedy and his boyfriend have been together 6 years, and honestly, it's pretty comfortable. That is, until the couple gets into a huge, potentially relationship-changing fight. Kennedy turns to his trusty video games to distract himself, but when a random power surge hits, he's transported inside his video game library. Dazed and incredulous about his digital predicament, Ken finds himself seduced by a silver daddy, rutting with a couple of barbarians from an epic fantasy, and sorting through a lot of confusing feelings about his favorite anthropomorphic cheetah character. Kennedy will need to confront his biggest fears to get back to reality before the game glitches him out of existence, but sometimes the unexpected and unexpectedly sexy is just what you need to hit the reset button. Boom!
Yeah.
Now, I have read this. It is very sexy and also incredibly sweet. It has an amazing message, so not all erotica can say that. So I highly, highly recommend it.
Mm-hmm. I'm very happy that the Lois Lane collection is finally in, from Greg Rucka and Mike Perkins. This was an amazing 12-issue series about Lois Lane being a journalist and what being a journalist is like in today's society. Also doing a little superhero stuff, and also just dealing with being a woman in journalism.
You could have just stopped at being a woman.
Yeah. It's pretty wonderful. Well, and being a lady who's smooching up on Superman.
Yeah.
Because isn't she married to Clark Kent?
Sassy.
What?
We have questions about your inner workings of your personal relationship, which you don't need to have questions about. Y'all need to mind your own business. Next up, the Osiris Path. This was a really fun one. The tagline is, "It's Indiana Jones in space," which is really what it is. An archaeologist is recruited to join a covert military space program where he and his team must face a black magic cult that will stop at nothing to prevent the crew from deciphering the meaning of the Osiris Path. It's cool. And it was only 3 issues, and it was super strong.
And you know what I'm very excited about? It's a dumb Brandon thing. Oh, French flaps, baby.
Ooh. You do like your French flaps.
Behemoth is not screwing around.
Oh, and actually, yeah, they're coming out of the woodworks with everything. Check out this barcode. I mean, look at the design here. It's really pretty.
Behemoth is putting out some really good stuff for like a fresh new publisher. Highly recommend checking out their books when you see them in the previews or here.
Yep, this is what their logo looks like. So
Behemoth.
All right. Built-in bookmarks. Andrew, you're a monster.
Speaking of French flaps, the newest book in the Drawn to Sex line, Our Bodies, Our Health, from the people who do Oh Joy Sex Toy. It's sexual education, and it's basically about people's bodies and their sexual health. These are incredible resources, well researched, and I highly recommend if you're if you or someone you know is looking for a little more education about their body and sex.
Yeah, I love Eric Moen's art style. It's fun, it's friendly, it's welcoming, it's not scary and intimidating. She makes it very fresh lines. So really, you can kind of go into any question you have, and and if you're kind of uncomfortable about buying the book, check out their website, because like she and her partner are amazing.
Yep,
great for information. All right, now Fantastic Tales of Nothing from HarperCollins Children's. It came in within the last week. I haven't had a chance to read it, so I'm definitely going to try to read a chunk of it tonight. It's beautiful. It's big.
And the art inside is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
We can show you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I'll show you.
That didn't come from Diamond.
No. I'll show you some art. Hopefully this is a good page to pick. I don't know. I just picked it randomly. Welcome also to my crappy ass nails. I gave up on my nails. We'll see. We'll see if I take off my nail polish tonight. Let's see. Welcome to Nothing. Despite its name, this is a fantastic land where humans and magical Vulcan coexist peacefully. At least they try. This is the tale of Nathan, an ordinary human, living an ordinary life. Everything changes when he wakes up in the middle of nowhere and meets Haven, a mysterious creature who is neither human nor Vulcan. Oh, and the two of them are being chased by Vulcan mercenaries, a grumpy wolf named Bardoff and a delightful crow named Sina. Nathan soon learns he has mysterious powers, even though humans aren't supposed to have magic. There's no time to dwell on that, because this discovery sets the group on a perilous quest across windswept terrain, through haunted forests and in ancient tombs. With the fate of Nothing resting on Nathan's shoulders, he and his unlikely friends must prevent an impending war and defeat a dark evil to save their land. No pressure, of course. If they fail, everything will turn into, well, nothing.
Ba-da-dum.
I'm digging that. I think I'm going to really enjoy it. So I'm going to try to read at least, 20 to 50 pages tonight.
I'm excited finally for the collection of Bang from Matt Kint and Wilfredo Torres. It's basically a super spy story with weird meta twists to it. And Keanu Reeves describes, a great hecked up blend of James Bond and Tintin. Because he read it. Why did he read it? Because Matt Kint is writing the Keanu Reeves book Berserker. Berserker! Out in the new year!
February, I believe. So yes, they did push it back, but for good reasons.
Yeah.
It will come back stronger than ever.
With a different artist.
Yes. All right. Next up is Volume 2 of Nominomen. This is one of my favorites from the last year. I absolutely love it. It is an urban fantasy about a young witch who basically gets pulled into this wild world about that's mixed up with myths and folklore and magic, and it's just, I love it. Let's see here. No, I mean it's the second thing.
Spoilers.
So, I know. I'm like, what can I read on the back?
So many spoilers.
Right. However, if this sounds interesting to you, let me know, because we do have Volume 1 at the store, and yeah, I love this. I think it's, and we do have Volume 1 here because I bought it. Surprise.
The art in here is wonderful. So they'll,
oh my gosh,
they'll do a lot of this sort of black and white wash, but
yeah, because the main character can't see color, but when she sees magic, it's colored, which I think was brilliant.
And so there's parts of this that are just a wash in color, and the way that plays is just phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed. I love it.
I will also say this: we don't purchase a lot of stuff for ourselves to keep.
Not anymore.
When you're working in this in this business, there's a certain volume. And so our stuff at home are the things that we absolutely love. This has Danica's absolute seal of approval, one of the best. So if any of this looks cool to you, definitely get in on it.
Thank you. That was really nice.
Mm-hmm. All right, and a couple of things to just kind of let you know about.
Yeah. Something is Killing the Children. Volume 2 is out.
Finally.
This has been a huge hit in both singles and the first volume. So if you are wanting to check it out, or I don't even know, it's really, really good. Like, it's got monsters, it's got monster slayers, it's got awesome lady fighters who just don't give an F, you know?
It's got monsters, it's got children, it's got
monsters eating children. It's got something killing children. Like, that's not actually always a good thing. But anyway, volume 2 is out, so please let us know, because we have, and if you haven't got volume 1 but you're interested, we have volume 1s at the store right now.
Mm-hmm. And finally, the last volume of Sex Criminals is out. Sex Criminals is one of my absolute favorite stories of all time, about a young woman whose orgasms can stop time, and a young man whose orgasms who can stop time, who find each other, realize that this is a thing that happens, and do whatever people do in that situation. They rob banks to save a library. It's a wonderful, sweet series, also exploring many facets of different people's sexualities as they kind of explore a larger world. And yeah, volume 6, Six Criminals is what they call that one.
Yes,
good times.
They did put a number pun in each volume, which was very nice.
Yep.
So we're just going to recap real quick, just to go over what we did.
Yeah.
So we won't go over the comics again, obviously, because that'll take another 40 minutes. Yeah. But we just wanted to update everybody with the new provincial restrictions. Not much changed for our retail spaces. So there wasn't a lockdown. We don't have to change our hours. We are already doing pretty much what they want. Mm-hmm. And it's not the minimum. We're doing more. However, we are going to start locking the door again. We're going to be stricter about those 5 max people, because, I mean, at a certain point I was like, there's so many people in here. Like, I definitely let it go a few times, and I admit that. Usually it was a Wednesday, and I'm like, oh no, how are 8 people in here? But I'm going to be better about that. I'm going to be stricter, because it's not just protecting me, it's protecting you. Mm-hmm. We have ordered some more protective items, I guess. We're going to have, I ordered
lots of stuff.
Sorry, I can't think of. I ordered one of those clear dividers for the desk today, so we'll just do that. I've got like lots
of disinfectants and sanitizers, and
yeah. So like, we're just gonna up our game, because we were doing really good, but we can do better.
We can do better. Yeah.
So you'll see that in the next few days. Maybe tomorrow, if the delivery comes. So just know that we are doing this to protect you, and also so we don't have to shut down for 2 weeks, because if one of us catches the COVID, the other one has to stay home.
Yeah.
So that is, I was going to say an option. That is a risk, and we don't want that.
No.
So.
Also, keeping the door locked keeps people without masks outside way easier.
Yes. Yeah, we haven't had too many problems. Mostly it's just slipping it underneath the noses, which I still don't understand. But I found masks online that I'm contemplating buying that say it goes above the nose, and I might do that, because I want to be sassy in my store.
And so that's all of our COVID stuff update on this Saturday. I want to reiterate once again.
Yeah.
We will be on the Nerd Crusade feed. That's twitch.tv/Nerd Crusade. You can see all of the different things that they're doing there. And whoop, right there, that's me. I'm the co-owner of Variant Edition, and I will be on their feed via Zoom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I will be taking care of the store unless it gets really busy, which, you know, it won't because we will be containing it.
Yeah, we will have the doors locked.
Yes.
So not so much of a chance of that, but like business stuff, if something wild goes sideways, I might have to step out a little bit. But
yeah, exactly. I won't pull them away unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, it's more of like a roof leak problem. If something like that happens.
Oh my gosh, don't say that. I don't want that to happen again.
I don't want that to happen again either.
So really super excited to be part of that, even though I'm there in spirit, but I'm really excited that Brandon can hang out and talk with everybody.
Yeah, and they also run streaming, I believe, every Thursday night.
Every Thursday night,
at about 8 p.m. And we really enjoyed hanging out in the comments of one of their shows a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was so much fun, and yeah, super like that. All right, that wraps it up for this week. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, this actually helped me feel a lot better. I was so tight waiting for that announcement today that this is actually, you know, I just want to say thank you because my shoulders feel a lot looser. I'm by no means, you know, relaxed because that's just not a thing I do. But I thank you. You help with our mental health. The fact that you have, you know, you're just here. You're here and you're present. And I just wanted to say thank you, all of you, because wow, we literally could not do this without you. So scream into the abyss. I definitely still want to do that, but that's kind of just normal. It's my base level right now is scream into the abyss.
Thank you for the beautiful comments that you had earlier that we're seeing now. There's a few that we're going to follow up on who are asking about the status of some things. We'll do that off air so our audio podcast works a little smoother. Because we're still trying to figure out how to do that properly. But yeah.
Oh, it's time. It's time. We're gonna do the romper room.
Hello, everybody. It's time for one of my favorite parts of the show. It's romper room time, where I look out romper room style and see all the wonderful people out there via this magic mirror.
All right.
It's a wonderful, wonderful magic mirror. So yeah, let's. Okay, yeah, there we are. Cool. I see Brent and Chelsea. I see Sean. I see Rachel. I see Neil. I see Kate. I see Devin. I see Margaret. I see Mike. I see Jason. I see Ben. I see Eric. I see Matt. I see the one true Andrew. I see, I'm not sure if this is their real name, but I see Sempa Xavier. And hey, if it's the preferred name for things like this, that also works quite well. Yeah. I see Alan. Right. A YouTube comment.
Wait, yeah, I know, right?
A rare YouTube comment.
I love
fancy.
it.
Ooh, fancy. I see Austin. And I see Chris. Oh, there's a lot of people on this one, actually.
I know. I'm so happy you're all here.
And I think we're getting to that area where it is mostly the same, which is really cool.
Which is okay, because we love it when you all talk.
The real reason is just this fuzzes out, obviously, and I just can't. It fogs up every now and then.
I mean, to be honest, that's one of my favorite things in the store, which of course is kind of lacking right now. But it's when our customers who don't know each other start talking to each other about comics. And there's been people that are like, oh, you know, can I make this recommendation? And I love that because like I'm not an encyclopedia, and it's okay. You know, your knowledge is different than mine.
Yeah.
And it's really exciting. Like we've made friendships happening, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. We're really happy about all of it. And
Yes.
thank you all for joining us.
Yes. I want to answer Mike. He said, did the mirror get fancier? And yes, it did. It was made by friends of the show, Kate and Sean. Oh, and okay, sorry. I thought Max was going to jump up on the table.
And awesome. Thanks for the information, Sempa. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And yeah, we will talk with all of you soon. We will talk with some of you, maybe all of you, on Saturday during the Nerd Crusade live stream. So definitely peep that. Peep that.
Wow. How old are you again? Jeez. All right. Good night, everyone.